I'll figure something out, I say. There's gotta be at least one club out there who'll have me. You could join, Shiloh begins. Nope, I say. Robotics club? I shake my head, glaring at him. Ah, well, worth a shot. Shiloh sighs, slouching down further against the couch cushions. I still have some leftover bar mitzvah stuff to finish up. 2 more thank you notes and I'm all done. Oh, about that. Somehow I'd forgotten. I motion toward the box I left near the door. Add 1 more to your list. Shiloh frowns, sitting up. Who's it from? Judah Maisel, according to the return label. Who? I shrug. I have a few theories. Estranged uncle, half-brother from another dimension, but I only say the obvious thing aloud. Must be a relative of Dad's, I say. A New York Maisel. Maybe it's a half-brother from another dimension, Shiloh says. That's what I thought. Well, Shiloh winces, touching his nose and setting aside the melting bag of peas. I'm going to go wash my face. Want to open the box for me? We should open it together, I say. I'll wait for you. Shiloh shrugs and saunters away. I can see better than anyone that he's trying to hide a limp. Chapter 2. The Obvious Lie. My brother can always tell when I'm lying, which is unfortunate since he's the only person I ever try to lie to. Maybe it's my tone of voice that tips him off this time, or maybe I do that shifty-eyed thing that robbers do in old cartoons. Either way, Shiloh knows. You think it's creepy, he says. No, I say. Definitely shifty eyes that time. Look, you gotta admit, it's weird that our estranged grandfather sent Shiloh a box of uncured clay as a bar mitzvah present. Most of our other relatives gave him books. We now have no fewer than 5 copies of the Old Testament from Mom's well-intentioned yet confused Japanese Catholic relatives. And then our one living Jewish grandparent sends him clay? Hey, he also sent me $18, Shiloh says defensively. He holds up the envelope it came in, and an unbranded greeting card with a happy golden retriever on the front. That was probably a lot when he was a kid. But what's with the clay, I ask. Does he want you to make something with it? How should I know? This wouldn't be an issue at all, except handwritten thank you notes are more important for a bar mitzvah than receiving gifts. It's a tradition. 5 hours into our spring break, and Shiloh still hasn't figured out how to write, "Thank you for the lump of clay, Grandpa," without sounding sarcastic. I suggested he add, "I'm not being sarcastic" at the end, but then that sounded sarcastic. Ask Dad for help, I say, for the 50 millionth time. You know what he'll say. What Dad will say is, grumble, grumble, grumble. He's never liked his father, and whatever this clay business is hasn't helped much. Usually when he gets home from work, he spends a few minutes catching up with Shiloh and me. Today, he took one look at the box of clay on Shiloh's desk and stalked off to barricade himself in Mom's home office. Well, I say. I'm going to try writing it in Hebrew, Shiloh says. He triple-clicks his clicky pen and sits down at his desk with a determined air. The window to our shared bedroom is propped open to let in the brisk evening breeze, so he has to hold his paper down with his elbow, or else it'll get blown away. He'll be so impressed with my studiousness it won't even occur to him to be offended by... He hesitates. What's the Hebrew word for clay? I say. Come to think of it, what's the Hebrew word for thank you? My Hebrew school teacher says sheket b'vakasha every 2 seconds, I offer, thinking of poor Mara Ayelet and her existential exhaustion. I grab my own desk chair and drag it over so I can sit next to Shiloh. That means quiet, please, right? Pick one. You've got a 50-50 chance of being close enough. Ugh. Shiloh drops his pen and rubs his eyes with his hands. That's it. I'm hopeless. I'm the worst Jew. You are not the worst Jew, I say. I can't even send a polite thank you note. Our grandfather can't send a polite bar mitzvah gift, I point out. I think that makes him the worst Jew. This would be so much easier if we knew what the clay meant, Shiloh says. He glares at the box, which has been sitting morosely on the corner of his desk since we opened it earlier. Is it a metaphor for life? Does it symbolize fate? I think it might be clay, I say. I get on my tiptoes to peer over the cardboard flaps. Have you tried sculpting anything yet? Shiloh gets all shifty-eyed. No, he says. I give him my best mom look. Okay, I did, Shiloh exclaims. I took a little chunk, but...